All right, hey again, this is Jaime with 1967. I've got another guest here for these interviews with all of our past and present band members over the years. This is Luca Vera on the other line, who's played bass with us a little bit and has committed to some tours until COVID struck. Does that sound right, Luca?
Yes, sir. How are you, Jamie?
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Doing just fine.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, man. Hey, when did you start playing bass guitar, Luca?
I actually started playing bass probably I think it was when I was 16. My English teacher actually he said that he found 3 basses at a garage sale. They were all like working pretty fine, and he was just like, "Hey, do you want one?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Why not?
It's like, hey, why not?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Try something new. That was my first time ever like playing actual bass. And so that's when it all started.
That's amazing. Do you have a favorite bassist?
I do. I just don't. I'm really bad with names and stuff. So, but yeah, I do. Even though like normally I just watch. I watch this one guy who's really good on YouTube. It's Davey504, and I mean I watch his videos like just for him like playing bass, because his songs are really really cool. He plays like funky stuff, and yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. Who's your favorite band?
Favorite band? I would say Guns N' Roses, because they actually inspired me in like playing a lot of music and like learning more and more and more, especially guitar, which is actually my main instrument. But
Guitar?
I mean, yeah.
Nice.
But, I mean,
nice.
with the bass, like I really like the bass lines for songs with Guns N' Roses as well, because like they actually Duff McKagan actually does exactly like he plays exactly what the guitars are playing, and so yeah, it's basically like playing like any riff, for example, but in the bass. So it actually sounds pretty cool.
You ever heard of Duff McKagan's band Loaded?
I have heard of it, but I have not actually listened to like any of his songs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's interesting. He sings and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's fun.
That's nice. Yeah, I should definitely check it out.
What was your first big concert that you were a fan of that you attended?
Well, I mean, I've never been to like a real like actual concert. Like I never went to like a big one on my brother.
Uh-huh.
But my first actual like big concert I would say was actually Kiss 2019 actually.
Yeah.
It was their last tour. It was the last time they came to Albuquerque.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
How was your experience playing in 1967 so far?
It's been pretty cool. I mean, I really like the songs. Even when it was even when it was just you and my brother, I would always just listen to the songs, and I would be like, wow, I really like this one. Or, oh, I really like this one. So like I've been actually like I guess a fan of the material since before I was even considered to be part of it. And so that actually like gave me like a whole other perspective, from listening to the tune to actually playing them. I haven't had the chance to actually like tour like with y'all like at all so far, but like I would actually like I'm actually looking forward to doing that sometime in the future.
Yeah, when this whole pandemic thing subsides, we definitely have to get on the road and play some shows. It'll be good to play with Carlo, your brother, Carlo Vera. And I'm excited. Where do you remember rehearsing with 1967?
It was normally your house. Actually, that was the only place. Yeah, it was just your house over at where was it? It was like not too far away from Santa Fe, but it was in like the outsides by Cerrillo.
Yeah, Madrid on the way out there.
Oh yeah.
Turquoise Trail.
Yeah, that one. I would go over there with my brother, and we would be playing there.
We play songs like Metallica's Orion and other things.
Yeah. We actually recorded it, and we have it Like, isn't that like still up in the 1967 Instagram?
It still is. It's still there. I really like that recording a lot. What's your favorite 1967 songs?
My first, like the first song that I was actually super into was probably "I'm Fine," just because it was like it's a cool kind of riff. Like it keeps going. It's something that you could just play. For example, if you're like with a bunch of friends and someone is like, "Yo, I got a guitar," and I play something. Normally people will be like, "All right, what do you guys want me to play? Wonderwall?" It's ridiculous. But yeah, for me, I would be like, all right, check this out, and then I would play like "I'm Fine," and that's always something that has been like, well, since I first listened to it, I was like, hey, I like this song, I like the sound of it, I like how it flows and everything.
I like it too. It's a fun one.
Yeah. Although when I started actually rehearsing with the band, it actually changed to at first Dead End Live. That was a big one. But currently, I guess I'm just gonna name my top three because yeah, I like a few, but I guess my top one is Never Good Enough. Never Good Enough. I really like it. I always play it every single time. I'm just messing around, like playing guitar or bass. I'm always playing that.
Huh. Yeah, that's a fun one. I always thought of Offspring when I wrote that one. For some reason. The band Offspring.
Nice. Yeah, it's a really good song, honestly, and I'm always happy to be playing it.
Absolutely.
It's a really cool song, yeah.
What's your songwriting process like if you're writing songs?
Writing songs, well, normally I play. If I'm writing something, here's the thing. I know how to start something, but I don't know how to. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't know how to like take it places. It's not like I can. It's not like I can like write a full song and just like, well, yeah, write a full song. I can't do that. I can maybe like come up with like a riff and play the riff. All right, come up with like maybe a chorus. All right, I'll come up with bridge. All right, cool. But then that's it. I just live there. Never go to like. I'm not a lyricist, so I can't do that. I'm not really good at that. There's actually this one tune I wrote one when I was, I think, a junior in high school. I was playing in a jazz band, but the teacher didn't show up that one day, so I was just playing guitar and everyone was doing like wherever they wanted. But I was the only one actually playing music. And I just started writing this one song, and I decided to call it "Arise." But again, it didn't go anywhere. I still know the riff, but I feel like it has potential to become something, but not at the moment.
Isn't that interesting how like we can write a riff and it's like it can sit around for years. At least for me, I've got a lot of those kind of riffs and just like, how can I not get this to go anywhere? It's weird.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, sometimes you just need, that's why like you need, that's what's special about a band, because one person's idea could be a whole other thing for others, and they can come up with yet even more ideas for it, and to add stuff and add more and more and more and more, and eventually that's what turns into a song.
Yeah.
That can turn into like the greatest song ever, or that can turn into, I guess, the least favorite song like for us to play.
Mm-hmm.
It could go either way, you never know. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's what I personally like about like being part of like a group or something like that when it comes to writing. Actually the other day I was just writing a song with my buddy Matt. he writes music. He's actually an artist on Spotify, so he knows a little more about songwriting than I do. So I was like, hey man, like, you want to write a song? Sure. Like, all right, let's come up with something real quick. Within like half an hour, we were like, all right, we got this. All right, where are we going from this?
Yeah.
We stop. And that's the thing, it's like it takes more than one person to actually finish something. But when we both, like my friend and I, actually, we were doing exactly the same thing. We were like, all right, let's start it, and then we dropped it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's one thing. Like, if we get a chance to write something, like, I guess more proper way than just doing like a I don't know, online meeting, in person, running it with many people. That could definitely take those unfinished projects somewhere.
Absolutely. What are your thoughts on how the music industry operates today?
Honestly, I feel like, well, I was trying to talk about all of this with this one director of music over at the university where I want to go, and he was telling me like, oh, nowadays, it's really hard to actually like get signed because that actually doesn't really happen anymore. It's basically like you become famous from like, I don't know, like posting things on social media, and then like if people like it, you go from there. Which, I mean, in my opinion, it kind of sucks because I'm not a fan of my generation. Honestly, I hate the taste of music of my generation as well. Everyone's listening to rap and hip hop, and they don't even know like the origins of that. Like, they know, like, I don't even listen to anything nowadays. Still, I don't even know any artists. But yeah, it's like, what happened to those times where like people would focus on like maybe like rock and roll or even pop or something like that. Everything's like indie and all of that, and I feel like that could change a lot. Like, if someone actually woke up and was like, hey man, like, we can't forget about this kind of music, because that, like, writing like alternative rock, which is basically what we play, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that, if someone actually paid attention to that, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's definitely someone who's out there like looking for bands who play exactly what we play, which is we haven't crossed roads yet, And I'm pretty sure if that ever happens, which hopefully it will, if that happens, we could definitely go places. But it's all about like the mentality of people nowadays,
Makes sense. What do you hope to accomplish in your musical career?
Well, I do have this vision where I'm gonna go to college, start a band, drop out of college once the band like goes big, then start performing all over the country, then go like start touring all over the world, and then by the age of 32, go full Ozzy Osbourne type of style and die from an overdose. No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, I guess for me it's just try to focus on what's important, which is music, and performing if I can, making material that like people will like, and if it doesn't, at least be remembered for like if it doesn't go big, like the big one, at least be remembered for the music process in the future, for all the music stuff that happens.
Absolutely. How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
Well, in my opinion, I feel like the internet it's a lot easier to I don't know, record a video of you playing, I don't know, like a simple guitar, like chord progression, and then posting it on social media or anywhere, and then And then if people like it, they'll ask for more. You know, that's what people do. You know, and then I guess that's a bit more. That's a bit easier than like in the past, where like you would have to find people to play with, and then try to perform somewhere where people would actually pay attention to you. Like I just think it's a bit easier nowadays with like the internet and everything. Like, but at the same time, you just gotta find the right audience, you know.
Yeah. What's the best advice you've ever been given?
Best advice. It's gonna sound very cliche, but is I'm a big nerd on like astronomy and type of stuff, and my biggest advice that I ever got was actually from a not actually from a music teacher, but he's more like an English teacher where I went to high school, but he was like always trying to be the music teacher as well because he really likes music. He actually told me, "Oh, you like astronomy, right?" And I was like, "Yeah. I mean, I also like photography." He was like, "Yeah. Well, hey, F all that. Focus on music and don't drop it ever, because that's something that you're always gonna carry around, and you have so much potential, and you should never give up." And I took that into consideration, and after that, I said, right, I should focus on what I'm probably good at, which in my opinion is music. I think that's the best thing I'm at. I don't think I'm better at anything else. But I guess the best advice would be just follow what you want, but also what you're passionate about.
Well, if we can start touring on Mars, that would be groundbreaking, right?
Oh yeah.
Nobody's done that yet.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to fix the Earth or go to Mars and start something new?
To be honest, fix the Earth, because it's so simple for people to say, "Oh yeah, we'll just abandon our planet, basically our homeland. Oh yeah, it's just abandoning it and just go somewhere else, and then ruin that place too." It's like, no, you gotta fix your own problem. When you spill a glass of milk, you always gotta pick it up. You can't just let it be. It's just your responsibility for your own actions, and like playing your part. I'm not a big fan of Elon Musk, but I mean, I guess he does have a point where he said, all my cars are electric, and I'm trying to save the planet as much as I can with that. Like, I'm playing my part. Even though, like, again, he just wants to like wash his hands and then go to Mars and then start something there. Even though like we don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. Maybe it could be the best idea ever. Maybe that will actually eventually, heal the Earth. But maybe one day, the Earth will be too far gone, where like, I don't know. Wait, what? There was this one show. I think it was called The 100 or something like that, where they went back in time because the Earth was too far gone. That like they couldn't, like, oxygen wasn't even like breathable, so they had to wear a mask, and they went back in time to like the dinosaur time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I feel like if it keeps going towards that direction, if it keeps going on like how it is right now, like, we're eventually gonna end up with planet Earth that is just never gonna heal. It's never gonna go anywhere, and that's just sad to think about.
It could happen. Who knows? What's next for you, Luca?
I just flow. I don't really plan anything. I just go with it. I was trying to start a local band here in Santa Fe with people if there were like any people around my age who were interested, but I haven't had the chance to do that so far. But I'm really planning on that. I guess that would be like what's next. Working on that. Working on like starting a band, maybe like a local band, just to have something more to do. Because I mean, playing alone is good, but like playing with people is way better.
Completely agree.
Just play with 1967 one of these days. I mean, it's kind of hard because my brother's over in Ohio, and you're over in, was it Washington?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, Oregon, yeah.
You're in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Yeah, we'll figure it out once we get the venues going again. We're definitely going to do it. I'm pumped though. But yeah, hey, again, we'd like to thank Luca Vera for hopping on the phone here with us to do a quick interview. Thanks again, Luca. Hope you have an awesome day.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Hey, my pleasure.